This one has quickly become a favorite of mine. This is Rebirth. Ages 10 and plus for 2 to 4 players. Designed by up-and-coming designer Rainer Knizia. This game is actually a sequel to 2013's Birth by Toshiaki Kasuwa. I think I'm saying that right. And I'll put a picture right here so you can see. But what Knizia does here is he takes the basic ideas from Birth and updates them for a modern audience. And so we have Rebirth. You begin by setting the board on the table. Now, I'm actually sitting on the floor here today, and you can do the same if you like, but the rulebook doesn't explicitly say that you can't sit on the floor. The board is double-sided, but both sides are identical, so it doesn't matter which side you choose. Then each player is going to go ahead and select a player color, and what they'll do is choose one of these little home base starting pieces. For example, here's an orange and a blue. And then the first player will be the player who most recently gave birth. Next, you're going to take 5 of these gold cards. Just grab as many of the gold cards as you can, give them a shuffle. And then you're going to deal 5 to each player. So and the rest can stay in the box. They won't be used this game. Then you take the bag that's provided and you're going to add all the little colored tokens matching the player colors. So let's imagine we're setting up for a 2-player game here today. So we want to find all the little blue and orange tokens and pop them into the bag. That's one negative I'll say about the game, is the setup is a bit long and arduous. What you do on your turn is so simple. You'll take the bag, you will draw 1 tile from the bag, that's it, 1 tile, and then you add that tile to the board in one of these hex spaces. That's it. That's the entire turn. Now there are some intricacies to the game, but that's basically it. And that's why the turns move so quickly. You just pass this bag around the table or the floor, and each person takes a tile, places it on the board. Take a tile, place it on the board. So what do these tiles actually do? That's where the game gets very interesting. So if you pull out, for example, the lightning bolt. Now, those of us who have played a lot of board games and have a very high level of board game literacy know that the lightning bolt symbol means immediate. So this tile, when you draw it from the bag, you play it immediately. You play it into a spot of your choosing, but not on these purple castle spaces. The house ones go on these house symbols. You can see them on the board, and they are all printed adjacent to one of these castle spaces. Houses, castles. Place it in a castle space, and because you've placed next to a castle, you then place one of that color there. So with the blue token, places a blue castle. The final type of tile is the ×2. And what this does is you place it on the board like a normal tile, and what that does is in adjacent spaces to that 2, you place out 2 of your cathedral tokens. Now they are these ones, those are these little tokens like this. And you place them in adjacent spaces. And that's one of the things about this game, is it has very simple turns, and yet the complexity comes out as you play it. So for this example, the blue player is already on 3 green spaces. So they might double down and place blue cathedral, blue cathedral. And what about the cards? So as you're playing the game, you will have a hand of cards with objectives that you're trying to achieve. Occupy the most spaces adjacent to Edinburgh Cathedral. Where's Edinburgh on this? It says it's, well, that's Kilkenny. Blarney? Burnraddy? Burr? Dublin? says it's right. Maybe this is a typo because you can see it's pointing to that exact spot on the map, but that says Kilkenny and this says Edinburgh. So I think that one has a typo. This one you're trying to achieve, that's a reference card when we don't need that. But yeah, on your turn, if you can achieve one of these goals, you then play it and you get that many points. And that's all you need to know about Rebirth. Like I said at the beginning, it's quickly become one of my favorite games. There's so much complexity to this game and you don't realize at first because of how simple the turns are. But don't let the simplicity fool you. Give this game a go, try it out. It will surprise you. For this one, for Rebirth, I would give it a 9 out of 10. It's very good.